right now it's Kasumi Ishikawa, team leader, to serve.
Love one.
Hayata with 3 quick shots.
Love.
And that time we even got a 4th.
Love.
Another 4 from Hina Hayata, 2/3 the age.
1-3.
The quiet little Cho from Kasumi Ishikawa in the semifinal. Imagine a 13-year-old in the semifinal of a world tour. Strong backhand from Ishikawa and an authoritative Cho. A difficult serve to receive. Risky shot, step around, but full commitment from Ishikawa to go with that.
3-5.
Hina Hayata. And even this, a fast long serve. I thought that would have shaken up Hayata. Excellent rally in the counters. Ishikawa with the patience, the best answer for such a fast serve. Ishikawa takes her time to 2.
5-8.
Not sure if that caught the back edge. It seemed like we saw a little apology.
9-5.
Hayata's backhand, so versatile and aggressive and consistent.
10-5.
And now 5. Outstanding play from Ishikawa to cover that parallel shot on the back into position. And Strawberry left just a little bit too high. See, I can't even say what type of plant it is. Dangerous shot, heavy side spin right off the bounce, and Ishikawa continues to save game points, 3rd in a row. Left Hina Hayata way out on the forehand. Look at this one more time. And then here's the bender. That brushing backhand fadeaway. And it's the backhand that started and dominated most of the first game for Hina Hayata. Kasumi Ishikawa keeps it quite close, coming back to 8 points, but 11-8, Hina Hayata takes the first. Hayata leading 1-0 over Ishikawa. Outstanding rally, a little surprised off the top of the... Ooh, and a fired up Ishikawa. That could be the emotional response to the net or the edge of the table.
2-1.
As a player, I up right now.
1-3.
There was even a stare there. Right.
2-3.
A little bit more quiet now, Hayata there on that Kasumi Ishikawa. No.
4-2.
I love it. The tension is...
5.
And she had to look back, too, as soon as that missed the table. And she chowed off the edge. I think this is definitely affected by the chow early on off the top of the net from Hayata. Break off the top of the net. Hayata trying for it near the ground. Additional luck. Fast wide serve from Hayata. It's a risky serve. Forehand flip from over the table. Ishikawa continuing her lead. Comes down too. Very well balanced. Ishikawa shifted her game a little bit for that back.
4-9.
The break off the top of the net. Seemed like there was a little apology this time from Hayata. Beautiful rally, and the finisher off the side of the table. Hayata, again, at warp speed out here, both of these players. Ishikawa recovering that ball. So much jump off the top of the net and right back into rocket speed mode. Directly with Lucia 1. I think I heard I heard a baby in the crowd. And the service error after all this comeback. 3. Big point. Ishikawa takes it 11-7. And the eyebrows are the eyebrows of someone who is fierce and determined here. Neither player has a coach in the corner, as both players are from the same national association. Less screaming than Sakura Mori. Look at this angle again. So much power, a crisp shot. That caught the top of the net as well, but many to be considered for the 2020 Olympic team.
2-0.
All battling for spots. Who knows who else will come up? Beautiful inside-out forehand, full commitment from Ishikawa. Now the umpire can improvise on their hand signals for a service warning.
2-4.
There were 7 new hand signals introduced to the umpires. That standing block, Ishikawa counters it right off the bounce in the backhand. Well. About 3 shots earlier in the rally, Ishikawa. Back edge for Ishikawa. Quick apology as she goes over to recover. There's some side spin on that brushing backhand, the fanning backhand. Switched up her feet about 3 times before the serve. But it pays off, gets a 3rd ball. Just handed player's forehand. And back to the traditional pendulum serve. We got to see that forehand. Powerful forehand on the step around one. That one's not coming back. The power at the back of the table after the high toss serve. And Ishikawa up 2-1 over Hina Hayata. Gonna have a minute here to think to themselves. No, Hayata down 1-2, moving to the middle of the table to serve game 4's start. But a solid receive, aggressive from the. Once again, getting in early and quick. A bit of medicine from Miu Hirano here at the 8th. It's a difficult ball. Hayata not quite forward on that. Always curious to see the ball served quite low.
1-4.
Hayata's moving around now, looking for opportunity.
4-2.
First towel break of the game, they had a close-up of that blade. There's that high toss serve that bends out to the forehand. This time it sits up just a little bit, and Hayata's right there to spank it and send it away to the barriers.
4-5.
It's surprising there. Serve comes long. Beautiful shot.
6-4.
It looked like she would go anywhere else on the table. Hayata setting up middle for the forehand. Trying to stay neutral, but power right down the line.
6-5.
Hayata, you have to make some quick decisions out here before your opponent takes over the point.
6-all.
There's the Chiquita. Hayata showing some modern. Beautiful soft touch to set it up. Leaves it so short on the table that Hayata has no chance but to come in and has a lot of trouble keeping this ball short. Perfectly read, bending inside out, Ishikawa. Her signature. It's a difficult shot. Not as easy as it looks. Right up near the net.
8-7.
I think Masataka Morizono, the most drastic example I've seen. Very clever receive from Hayata to leave it short on the forehand side with the service advantage here. Ooh.
8-9.
Ishikawa. And the apology right back. Hayata gets one of her 2 service points. And aggressive attempt and a very celebrated and direct show from Ishikawa. Half long, and it's the forehand for the third ball attack. Ishikawa takes the game to go up 3-1 over Hina Hayata. What a performance it was. Ishikawa that they're in position and balanced for the next shot to come.
Long 1.
Some big shots from Ishikawa, but the finisher. Solid defense on the first shot from Hayata. Still a threat from off the.
2-1.
Deep kicking serve. Rushes out into the edge in Sendai, Japan. Hina Hayata against Ding Ning.
1-3.
Seamaster, sorry, quick apology. The Yelps are back. Smart play. Ishikawa sees Hayata starting to move. Beautiful shot. The power coming in. Ishikawa. Talked with Yulia earlier about upper body. This is true of many of the men's players as well.
3-5.
Strength coming from legs, from core. Second bounce on the table. A little bit on the short side of a perfect. Wow! Nothing can be done. This is a fast, long serve, a decent receive, and an inside-out forehand like nobody's business. Power, decision. It's like she knew where the ball was coming ahead of time. Same as the net. Beautiful backhand kill shot. Comes in for the punch. And just as a strict surveillance.
6-all.
Surprise placement.
7.
Soft shot deep to the backhand side. Ishii aggressively decide to use the backhand. Perfect placement in the middle. This forehand, the step around from Ishikawa has been dangerous.
8-7.
Now, I was talking earlier with Yulia again, you would think would be doing more of it. The step around forehands. But power on the backhand as well. Also talked about how a lot of the players are developing service into the net, and 3 game points for Hina. Beautiful shot. Tomahawk chop block from deep on the forehand side. Side spin on the ball, some kick, and it's a very uncomfortable shot for Ishikawa. Oh, burned. A fast long serve to the forehand, and Kasumi Ishikawa. The Australia Open in 2016 over Yuka Ishigaki.
2-love.
That's such an impressive shot. Second bounce. And now power from the backhand too. That's the most explosive backhand I've seen from Kostic's out here. Just a breath of fresh air. Backhand to backhand, and it's Ishikawa who takes the point. Again from standing hustle and play, the step around, and still gets back. And the timeout has not paid off yet for Hayata. Ishikawa continues. The train doesn't stop. Train for Kasumi Ishikawa in the 6th.
1-7.
Train makes its first stop. Hayata on board. And while you gotta love that service delivery, so does Kasumi Ishikawa. Just serve around the outside of the ball. Many players have trouble receiving it. That sound you heard when a player steps in, very easy for someone to hyperextend a muscle there.
9-2.
Big backhand in over the table. I was talking about arm strength. Two impressive shots from Ishikawa. The heavy topspin from down low and the follow-up backhand. A little bit of a run here. Still down by 6. Wow. Fooled early on in the rally. Love to see this point again. First one right into the body. Looked like they might have caught a finger. Very awkward ball. Hayata reads it perfectly to finish it with the smash. Look, I mean, really, how much wider can it get? She was in the backhand corner and she hit it off of a comfort here, I'd say. Enough padding. Jeez. I don't know if that was 5 yelps, but it was worth every single one. The quality of shots right now. She could scream the national anthem if she wanted. She's playing incredibly well to come back from a weight haven't heard before. And there it is. Even a little voice crack in the middle of it. It was a lot of energy. Not yet. Hayata still fighting her way, saves a match point. Wow. Unbelievable. Hayata so powerful. Beautiful touch shot on the receive, but seniority rules as Kasumi Ishikawa moves on to the women's singles semifinals over an outstanding performance by 16-year-old Hina Hayata, who you will be seeing a lot more of for sure on the World Tour. But you'll be seeing more in this specific event from Kasumi Ishikawa, the 2nd seed, as she moves on What a match it was. Stick around. We've got an exciting men's quarterfinal coming up right after this. It's going to be Portugal's Marcos Freitas versus Korea's last standing hope, Lim Jong-hoon.